Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Imar Hakimi bin Aliasa, and I am here to talk about objective. The project that we have provided is about project management. In this project, there were 3 phases that we have learned, which is planning, scheduling, and lastly is controlling. So, if the project were properly done, our group member will learn a ton of new knowledge in operation of management. We have provided some data of our activities, which is on AON network, critical path analysis, and Gantt chart at the end of our assignment. Based on company that we have done our research, we need to know how much time that we have taken to finish this assignment. Next, I will talk about our group organization. Okay, firstly, I will talk about our leader. Our leader is Muhammad Firdaus. Next is co-leader. Our co-leader is Muhammad Akmal. Next is our quality researcher, Imam Hakimi. After that, we will go to our R&D department, which is Arham Haizat, and lastly, we will go to our production team, which is Nur Shazwan.
So now let me explain about our work breakdown schedule. So in the first thing that we do is we search about McDonald's company background, and we research about who is the founder of the company and where is the company first opened. So next is we search about process strategy and analysis about the company, following with the design of goods, quality management, layout strategy, and conclusion. So after we done our research, of course there's a reference that we use, right? So we compile all of the reference in our report. And the last thing that we do, which is in the week 13, is we make operation management full report, which is that gonna be hand out to our lecturer, which is Sir Fakhruddin. Hello, my name is Muhammad Ramizat, and now I'm going to talk about our resources in making this group project. So the resources that we use is mostly from internet, from website and blog. So there's a website only written about McDonald's history, where it all start, and also a strategy that they use in the market.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Muhammad Akmal from DLM4C. So I want to talk about scheduling for our Gantt chart. So first of all, what is scheduling? So scheduling involves sequencing and allocating time to all project activities. At this stage, manager decide how long each activity will take and compute the resources need at each stage of production. That means the manager will create the plan that how long the company or task completed. So we go to our task. That's our report. So our report will be complete in week 12. That will take 12 weeks to complete our task. So first of all, week 1, we do choosing a company that we take 1 week only. So search about a company background, we take 2 week. That's from week 1 to 2 week for complete. So we go to draft of the report. Draft of the report only take 1 week in week 3. And dividing tasks to group members also take 1 week in week 3. Also process strategy and design of good will take 6 weeks, that start from week 3 to week 8 to complete the task. Next, we go to managing quality and layout strategy. We take 5 weeks, that start with week 6 and until week 10. Conclusion, reference and appendix only take 1 week in week 11. And lastly, compile all the item and submit, we take 2 weeks, that start in week 11 in into until week 12.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fidaus Fahmi. So today I will be presenting about controlling project activities. In these project activities, there are exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 activities. On controlling aspect, we construct a table where it contains immediate predecessor. This will control our flow of the project where we need to complete certain activities to proceed to another activities. For activities A, there are no immediate predecessor. But for C, our immediate predecessor is activity A. Continue for activity D, which the immediate predecessor is A and B. After that, activity C, immediate predecessor is C, same as activity F. For the activity G, the immediate predecessor is D and E. And finally, the activity H with the immediate predecessor is F and G. For activity owner, we can see it start with A and B. But for D, it cannot start until A and B finish. For C, it cannot start until A finish. And for E, it cannot start until C finish. For G, it cannot start until D and E finish. For F, it cannot start until C finish. And lastly, for H, it cannot start until F and G finish. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nur Syazwan bin Muhammad Zahar and I am from DLM 4C. Today I will explain about the controlling critical path analysis. Okay, I will explain about base of the table. Okay, for the first is project or activity A, which is choosing a company. This choosing a company need only 1 week. Okay, for the second is activity B, which is search about the company background. For the search about this company background, we need 2 weeks to finish it. Okay, for the activity C, draft of the report, we need only 1 week. And activity D, which is dividing tasks to group member, same like activity C, which is need only 1 week. For the activity E, process strategy and design of goods, we need 4 weeks to finish it. For the activity F, managing quality and layout strategy, we need 3 weeks to finish. For the G, conclusion, reference and appendix, and H, compiling all the item and submit, we only need 2 weeks only. So the total of weeks that we need to finish this project is 10 weeks. Okay, for the next is I will explain about controlling ES and EF, forward pass critical path. Okay, for the first, we will start with 0, 0, 0. For the A is 0 to 1. It's because A only need 1 week. Okay, for the B is 0 to 2. It's because activity B need 2 weeks. For the C will start after A finish. So activity C in about week 1 until week 2. It's because the gap is only 1 week. Okay, the D will be start after A and B finish. So this D activity will start at week 2. It's because it follow the B finish. So week 2 until week 3, activity D will be finished. Okay, for the E will be start after C finish. So it will be start from week 2 until week 6. It because this activity need 4 weeks. For this F activity, activity F same like activity E will start after activity C finish. So activity F will start at week 2 and finish at week 5. It's because activity F need 3 weeks only for finish it. Okay, for activity G need activity D and E finish, and activity G will be start. So activity G will be start at week 6 until week 8. It's because this activity only need 2 weeks to finish it. Okay, for last activity, which is activity H, will be start after activity F and activity G finish. So activity H will be start at week 8 and finish at week 10. It's because this activity H only need 2 weeks only. Okay. Okay, now I will explain about the controlling Gantt chart based on weeks. Okay, for the choosing company um is okay. Now I will explain about the controlling Gantt chart based on weeks. Okay, based on this table, we can see weeks and activities, right? Okay, for the first is choosing a company. Choosing a company will be finished at week 1. It's because these activities only need 1 week, so will be start and finish at week 1. And search about a company background, which is activity B, will be start and finish in week 2. For the third activity, which is draft of the report, activity C will be start at week 1 and finish at week 2. For activity D, dividing task to group member, only need 1 week, which is from week 2 to week 3. For the process, strategy and design of good, start from week 2 and finish at week 6. For the managing quality and layout strategy, it will start at week 2 and finish at week 5. For the second last activity, which is conclusion, reference and appendix, will be start at week 6 and finish at week 8. For the last, compiling all the item and submit, need 2 weeks only and will start at week 8 and finish at week 10. Okay, thank you.
Last but not least, we go to advantage of program management and review technique and critical part method. So, uh, it have three advantage. That firstly, it useful when scheduling and controlling large project. So it give more advantage of the company, that company can run the company smoothly. Secondly, it is straightforward concept and not mathematically complex. So the company can avoid mistake that it can cut cost losses. So thirdly, graphical network help to perceive relationship among project activities. Thank you.